CCC Games has a title I just saw, so let's check it out. Total War Rome, the board game. This is for 1 to 4 players, ages 10 and up, and should take you about 60 minutes to complete. Based on the world-renowned video game Total War Rome, the board game allows up to 4 players to play as the leaders of Rome, Carthage, Greece, and the barbarian tribes. Each player will conquer new land, develop their faction, claim territories, recruit epic armies, fight enemies in intense battles, build their cities, raise taxes, spy, riot, trade, and so much more. Set in the ancient world, Total War Rome, the board game, sees players take control of the main combatants in Europe from 400 BC to 50 BC as they seek to build their own empires and take control of the regions surrounding the Mediterranean Sea. In under 3 hours, players will carefully balance their faction's military and economy as they compete to be the first to reach the top of the victory point ladder. Rome is the governor of the ancient world, with an empire that lasted over 700 years from its development under the Republic through the decline of the empire. Carthage, the jewel of North Africa in the 3rd century BC, faced the might of Rome under Hannibal until defeated under the Second Punic Wars of 218 BC to 202 BC. Greece is the intellectual center of invention in the ancient world and became a great empire under Alexander the Great. The barbarian tribes comprised over 50 tribes, ranging across the west and through Gaul and Britannia. There's a lot of history packed in this board game. Jeez! But this is a board game that harkens back, I feel, from what I'm reading, to the old, cool standards of wargaming. That led to things like Dungeons and Dragons eventually. But yes, at its heart, this looks like a great, epic war game of history. Now, I have not played the video game. So here we are, another allegedly great video game that's being brought to life as a board game. So I missed out on that. Makes me feel like I don't want to miss out on this. From what I'm reading from other people, reviewers have actually played this game. Reviewers who seem to know more about this time period than I do. They seem to be saying that this is definitely a top-tier Roman war game. And it brings the different factions, the 4 different factions, to life, especially the many factions making up the one barbarians, right? It brings this all to life in an amazing way. I got a couple of friends that would be able to tell me if that's true or not. I can only believe what I'm reading so far. Apparently, there's also a lot of talk that this is a beautifully strategic game. Strategically dynamic campaigns that unfold while playing this game as you're trying to, not only raise your military, but in general, your entire technology tree and your battlefield expansions and experiences. It's all taken into consideration with this game. There's absolutely great amounts of fun for what everyone is saying about managing the resources in this. This is a war game, yes. This is a soldier game. This is a battle game, yes. But it is also, as any war is, a game of resources. And it brings it to life beautifully according to what everyone is telling me about this. Wow. Yeah, another thing that I'm digging is it's not just about going in with the troops and kicking ass like the A-Team. No, this is also about spies. It's about diplomats and assassins, all of which can massively turn the tides of battle, can massively change the politics of the game in the moment, right there. So that adds another whole level of strategy, of dynamic thinking to this game. Wow. Can I say wow any more times about this? Oh, man. There's a level of family dynamics I'm reading about. Almost, I don't know, it touches on legacy thinking. Not mechanics maybe, I don't know, but thinking at least. You have families that you're managing, that they themselves are managing things for you. They're managing like crop growths, and they're managing technologies, and they're managing troops. This is like just bringing to life hundreds of little dudes and dudettes that you're in control of, all to get done what you need to get done, and that's conquer. Or through diplomacy, or through assassination. However so, but it's just a whole nother level, man. Just brings it to life. You know, and there's so much I could talk about this game. It would probably go on, you know, for 20, 30 minutes, and these are supposed to be short 5-6 minute bits. But last thing I just want to talk about is there is a very good talk about the terrain use in this game, where you are, where you're battling, where you're moving through, whether it's mountains, whether it's hills, whether it's riversides, streams, woods. This game is taking all that into consideration, and where you are, where you're moving through, where you're fighting is going to make a difference. Wow, there's so much in this. So much in this. How can a game like this not stay on somebody's radar and just get right on to the shelf to be played on the table? But don't take my word for it. Go watch some playthroughs. Best way to figure out if you're going to like a game or not. Watch some playthroughs. And then, you know what? If you do get this game, if you play this game, do you ever want to hear a favor? Come back, leave a comment, and let us know what you think of Total War Rome, the board game.